used to be my grandparents' farm and has now been converted into an historical village. So we hope you enjoy your tour. Hello, we're walking into the old farm, my grandparents' old farm. None of this historical stuff used to be here. It was about 1971. They donated this land to the Manitowoc County Historical Society, and they started moving old buildings onto here to make the Pinecrest Village. Before that, Jack and Claire and I just came up here and stayed a lot in the summer with our grandparents, and we played around here in the woods and in the ponds and stuff.
Wow. This place smells good, yeah, it does. Are the cushions comfortable?
I don't know.
Kinda. There's a nice window here, though.
So,
oh
yeah,
my gosh.
the caboose is where the people who took care of the train, this was kind of like their living quarters. It's not where passengers went.
And
Yeah.
this would have been, Joel, this was their ice box, right?
Icebox, yeah.
Yeah.
So if they needed something cold, they kept it in here.
Yeah.
That stove to keep warm and cook.
Yeah, wow.
Washing table here with some water in it.
Yeah. Yeah. A little drain.
Mm-hmm.
Where does that go? Probably
Just underneath the train car.
Huh, so it just pours out water
Under
when
the
it's
ground.
moving?
Yep.
Huh. But this area looks nice with all of the beds.
Yeah.
Can I climb up there?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think so.
Ooh.
Oh,
Why
maybe
can't
not.
I?
They have a
maybe
board
not.
to keep you from moving.
Oh, dang it. They can't stop me from laying on these bottom beds. This is really weird. What is this? Is this what it looks like without a car on it? Ah, a steering wheel. Ah, you can't move it. Wow.
How do you get up into this thing?
I don't know, but this
I
looks
don't think they let
insane.
you up in that part.
Yeah. Well, like when it's like when they actually let people into it in like the 1850s or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. These things are crazy looking if you just look inside there. Okay, so this is like the train station. What is this pipe here? There isn't a hole up there. I'm not tall enough to see over this thing. What the heck? This is cool over here. A lot of just random things. I mean, they probably mean something, but I'm not smart enough for this. There's such a big field. Wow.
Yeah, we used to run around this field all the time when we were kids.
Yeah?
In the winter, we would take a toboggan and take it down that hill there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and our grandparents' house was back in there. We'll see a little bit more of that later.
Okay. Wow.
But we used to play around here all
Yeah.
over the place.
That's cool. That'd be fun. All right. So I made it to the sign. The place was founded in 1969. That's what it says, but I think Pa and Aunt Claire says that's that doesn't seem right, but yeah, we made it to the sign.
It doesn't seem
Wow.
like the original train that was
This place is really cool.
I think they're doing something in the blacksmith shop
Alright.
right now. They said the
Yeah.
blacksmiths were here, so
All right, cool.
we can go see. You know what a blacksmith is?
Yeah, person who makes like tools and stuff.
Horseshoes.
Yeah. I hear some smashing in there. Is it okay? What is in here? Oh, blacksmiths. Cool. Wow. Oh my god. This place is loud.
They're all 4-H kids.
A lot of tools here. Look at all the different types of horseshoes. Wow.
Arizona.
Wow. We just got out of the blacksmith and the guy gave me this. It's like a pressed nail made into like a small sword, it looks like. And he said that some kids make it into a necklace. And honestly, that would be pretty cool to have this hanging from my neck. So my friends, next time you see me, I'll have a cool sword hanging from my neck. Oh, that sounded really weird.
Okay, the building we're in right now, we have to get a little more information on this one, but it appears to be a bar and maybe an inn, because it looks like there's an upstairs that may have had boarding rooms in it. And downstairs here, if you come this way, you can see the bar. So you would have been able to get food and drink here. All of these buildings are from Manitowoc County, and they're from the late 1800s to the early 1900s, and they were all moved here starting in the 1970s. All right, now we're in the old cheese factory. So these bins here would be where they would start the curds for cheese, and you can see they have that there would press the curds into a block or a round, I guess, of cheese. And then we can cut it up further on here. And there's some blocks of cheese. That's what they would look like. And they put them in this room to age.
Okay.
What?
So this is the cheese factory from the outside, next to all of these other buildings on the path that we're going to go check out later.
Okay, here's an example of how they move a building in to the place. They have to put it up on something like that. It's a wide load, so they're gonna have to probably move it at night, because you'd be blocking traffic if you did it during the day. And it takes a lot of time and effort to get a new building here.
Yeah, I can tell. There's a giant platform for it to go on, and then the building is right here.
Okay, this house behind me is more than a house. It's actually a pretty good-sized building. It was an inn called the Mimi House. And it's one of the newest additions here, so it isn't open yet. You can see that they're still working on it. But it's going to be pretty cool when they get it finished.
Yeah, that will. Pa said you could eat the bottoms of these, so right now I'm munching on them. It doesn't really taste like anything. So currently we're walking into the schoolhouse. I'm excited to do a geography lesson in here. All right, everyone, sit down for your geography lesson. I'm looking at you, Aunt Claire. All right, so now let's start. Yes, Aunt Claire?
Mr. Gilman, I have a question.
All right, what's your question?
How much longer do we have to sit here before we get to have recess?
1 hour.
Oh, okay.
All right, so what was the first president of the U.S.? Claire.
Do I need to stand up to answer it?
Yes, you need to stand up.
The first president of the United States was George Washington.
Correct. You can sit down now. What is the biggest country in this world? Pa.
Size-wise, Russia.
Incorrect. The correct answer is the Soviet Union.
Okay, here we are at the Sorensen house. This was the childhood home of our grandmother, Eleanor Betting. Her maiden name was Sorensen. And this is where she grew up.
All right, so we saw all these cooking utensils. So Aunt Claire gave Pa a challenge to put all of the to say what all of the utensils are. And if you want to see Pa do that, then go look at the 2 most recent shorts on Cooking with Jacob and Pa. Wow, what is this? That looks cool. Oh wait, this is probably a music player. I see that now. Yeah, and then this is like a microphone now. Okay. Then this is a telephone. I'm guessing from old times. I don't know. All right, thank you, Pa. There's a lot of old-looking things on this old-looking piano. And a mirror. Well, this place is really cool. So these are all of the rooms. The parents would stay in here. Then one baby would go in here. Then there's this room for another small child. Right here with a tiny little piano, it looks like. Maybe not, though. And then these are rooms for other kids, but they're locked for some reason. And there was 11 or 12 kids in total who lived here, so that's crazy. I couldn't imagine having 11 siblings. That would suck. I'm an only child, so I get the privilege of having a YouTube channel and hanging out with all of my family, and my family letting me put them on YouTube and all of that. Oh, on top of that, my family watches all of my videos. It's just amazing. A little extra views can't hurt.
Okay, this was the vetting house. This is where my grandma and grandpa vetting lived, and where we would stay when we came up to visit them, usually in the summer. We would come up here and stay for sometimes a couple of weeks at a time. It's a small house, but it was comfortable. There's a garage over there. That used to have a shed on the end of it, but apparently that fell down. And over here was where Grandma Vetting kept a huge garden. She had a gigantic strawberry patch and all kinds of flowers and vegetables and everything else. It's a beautiful garden.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, we just got out of the old Grandma and Grandpa's old house. It's now an administrative office, and I don't think we're really supposed to go in there, but we walked in and looked around anyway. And it's mostly used for storage for the Historical Society. They've got a lot of junk in it. Maybe at some point they'll clear that out, build their own office, and restore that building, because it's kind of a neat old house. Now we're in the general store. This is one of the first things that was moved in here, and they've got it set up kind of like it would have been in the late 1800s. They've got canned goods, tobacco, plates and cups and plates. It's a general merchandise store, so they carried just about a little bit of everything that anyone might need.
So far, all of this stuff is really cool, and I think we're just about to the end of our adventure here, but this has been a really fun experience, and don't worry, I still have my sword, and I'm also going to make oh no, my sword! But anyways, I'm still going to make a necklace out of this. Alright guys, so that was really fun, and I enjoyed that. I'm sure Pa did too, I'm guessing, right?
It was a fun trip down memory lane.
Yep. Yeah, that was really cool to see a lot of old stuff. And I got a new necklace, and Aunt Claire found a hawk feather, so...
we should show it.
Yeah.
The blacksmith made Jacob a nail, and he made me a bottle opener.
Well,
pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a sword made out of a nail, but...
made out of a nail.
Anyways, yeah, that was really fun. So I hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe, and goodbye.